Hello, I'm back for week 3 of Februllage. I hope you guys have been enjoying the pieces so far. I feel like I've made a lot of stuff and I'm really proud of all of them. I'm feeling so inspired seeing everyone else's work, and I hope that you're on the Discord channel checking out all of the work that's being posted for Februllage specifically. There's so many great pieces coming out of this, and so if you're not on the Discord, highly recommend going below and doing that. Also want to say thank you if you bought a collage kit. Those went so fast, I was shocked, and now I've had to make more. And my last housekeeping note is I'm getting very close to 5,000 subscribers, which is so exciting. So if you have some friends that love collage, please recommend the channel to them. Send it to your friends, share on your channels. I would just love all the support I can get in hitting my goal of 5,000. I'm so excited for the prompts this week. We have some great piles of potential to the side right here. So let's turn around and start getting creating for this week. So this one, I think we talked about how I wasn't really happy with where this is going. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm definitely not. But I took a look at Pinterest and I was just like, what could we possibly do like with sculpture? I definitely want to spend as much time on this as I possibly can. I don't really have anything really to make with. I know I was planning on going out and getting something, but I didn't. But I do have this like clear see-through frame. I do wonder if this would be something that would work. This is a piece I did quite a few years back. I usually don't bring it to exhibitions just because I forgot to spray the pieces before creating this and they're all glued in. So I don't think I can actually open this. But I think that this piece is great because it has like depth. You have something in the background. We won't really call it 3D, but it's definitely like a little bit of an enhanced 2D. So with this, we have like the background. I wonder if like a dish could be kind of interesting. So it looks like almost like an old school like cabinet. Another idea is I have this piece. I really wanted to use it for tangled. So it could be something that I do now. I would just wanted to kind of like cut papers thin and have it like tangled above her head and like intertwined. I know that if I do that, it's not like something I'm gonna probably keep, but it would be cool for like the actual like prompt itself. So I'm just trying to think if this is like worth it or not. Okay, sculpture, this is kind of what I've put together. Who knows what's gonna happen? I have some extra wire that is, I think, from a picture hanging that broke, so it's been used. It's kind of clustered. I have one of these, which is what I've been using for the Pantone postcards. I have tape, some of these things, the clothes hangers. And yeah, I have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna make something that's a sculpture. At first I was like, maybe it would be really cute to do like a mini clothesline with a couple things on it, but I don't know if I really wanna go that route. I think what's also interesting is this idea, like this kind of ball stretched out a little bit more. I think with even having these kind of propping it up, and then maybe I could put some like pieces of paper through it or something. Would that still count as a collage? I think these would make for like a really good support. You can see like if we turn it over, if I glued that there, like it would have a really good support. And then how does this tie into it? And even there, like I feel like this looks like some crap modern art, but how do we give it some meaning? So maybe it's actually worth heading to the papers and seeing if we can find anything within them that kind of really stands out, and we can try to make a piece within that. So I saw this woman in ebony and I love her pose. So I was kind of thinking like, how could we make this something tall? But I think she's like too tall. I don't think I'm gonna get the support I want with like a wire, or even if I backed this with like a card stock or something, I still feel like it's gonna be pretty wobbly. But here, I think we have something interesting, is I think we could put the block like this, and he could be either at the front or the back, and then just have like a wire of like interesting things coming out of it. I thought about this one too, like he could be at the very back, and then it could be like him walking out of the future. I think could be cool, like if we had these people on either side of the block, and then had this like kind of 3D thing going. Because this stuff is scary. I don't know if you guys have seen all the videos with people with the new Apple iTac and I don't know, the robotic dogs and everything, but whenever I see those, I feel like I want to retreat back to a different time. So maybe that's kind of the route that we go. So my first idea with this is just to have like really weird, crazy appliances, so like crock pots and popcorn makers. But then I found this piece and I took it out of my super old collection. So both of these have been with me for many years. But I thought that these were a little bit more like pleasant to look at, and they look like technology that you're like, I don't know what that is. And this is something that I feel like I don't know what this is, and I don't know if I want to be a part of that. So I think that this is kind of where it could go. And I think that like for this one, maybe we should find it like a galaxy background. So it's like this galaxy and then him on top. And I think with that too, I'm going to need like a really thick cardstock or something like that to keep it upwards. I kind of forgot what I was doing and started cutting him out, but I realized like, why does the background have to be black? Like we could make like a very different shape or a different color for the portal. I think there's a lot of options here, and the suitcase is cut off. So obviously something like a doorway is where we're at with this. I think I should just like cut it off where it's supposed to be though. Okay, so I mean, this is what we have right now, and these were really difficult to cut out. Look how thin they are. I definitely should have put like a backing on them first and then cut them out to make it a little bit more structured for sure. Now, obviously, sculpture is not my strong suit, but I know for a fact that the first thing I should probably do is get this glued down in some particular way so it has structure, and then glue on everything else after. I think for the sake of this being a 3D piece, I think I should glue this like right to the front and right to the back, and then we can kind of mix up the wire as we go. I'm going to use this Gorilla Glue as the base and then tape it down with our trusty dog and go from there. I know I've said this already, but the thing with Februllage that I love is just my willingness to be like, whatever, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I feel like I'm always just ready to try something, even if it's not like a developed idea. Just put some things to hold these down, and I'll let that dry before I touch it. Okay, we're all glued in. I was wondering if anyone was yelling at me through the camera that I should put down something on the bottom first if I want something there, but I think that there's kind of going to be ways around it, and this is still so movie, flowy, whatever you want to call it. I think that we can find like a good way and then just put little spots of glue. It's kind of fun. It's going to be like this, and then have all this like technology on it. And I feel like these people need to be like kind of interlaced in it. Okay, so I have this big piece of cardboard. I think just like little pieces of this would work, putting on the back of the person. So let's give that a try. Okay, so maybe this demonstrates better. So I've cut this. I'm thinking if I put like a piece on the back of this and then like fold this and have it outwards, that they'll stand like that. And then maybe that's fine, right? Then maybe we put like a piece of paper over top of all this and figure out how to get around this part of it. Okay. I think it'd be cool to at least have like one at the front, so I think I'm gonna like attach this on and put it something like there. Now I think I'm getting excited about this, but I should actually be focusing on the important part, which is the background, and this needs to be able to be all the way back here while still not being like disrupted. So I think that we first need to design like a background and then figure out where these pieces go. So these are some background options that I just had around. I think this one would be kind of cool. I'm picturing him like having a whole background and then like a little circle, and maybe this one is like this circle part. that he's like going through to escape back to the old times. So this is what I'm picturing. Got this on top of this. I don't know if I can do this all in one hand, kind of. With this guy kind of going through a door in between them. Got the right colors. I like this like red on them and black and white on them kind of tying in. If I'm gonna do this one, I think I need to like make sure that this almost lines up with the ground as well, and then the ground is coming out. So to figure this out, I have this other wood block and I'm just trying to figure out where this can go. At the bottom, I think I want the lines to go outwards like this. So if this is here, that means I can't have this in the middle, but maybe I can have it like down here, and then I'd be able to flip it and have the lines like around here. So there's the floor. I think that's pretty cool. And then as for these people, I put them like this. So I'm wondering if I just cut little slits in and put them like under it with glue. I'm also just quickly cutting a cardstock backing that will go behind the standing piece. That way it's like almost a collage that's standing up. And I'm gonna make it a little bit longer just to cover this as well, so it has the support of the wood behind it. So I'm going to glue this on, and then this will go like that, and I'll glue that on there. So this is where I think he needs to be, and I wish we could show a little bit more of this, but yeah, we're going to have a door, like a red doorway he's walking into. Screwed up a little. I wanted the sparkle kind of right behind him, but I think this is working. Okay, and then last but not least, I need to put all of these fun little pieces on, and I'm thinking the best way is with a little bit of tape with glue under it, and then we can pull off the tape after. And then I want this to come back and like look like he's holding it. Okay, it's all glued and it seems to be staying in place, so let's do the big reveal in the morning when there's more light. Have you ever watched my videos and been like, wow, the paper envy is real? Well, now I'm selling collage kits on my website. You can take a look at flanzella.com and order a collage kit for yourself. It comes with tons of unique papers, stamps, and totally different things that I'm just finding on my way. I put a lot of time and effort in them, making sure that each one has some great unique pieces that people can use for making their own collages. And I've been loving seeing all the pieces that people are making with them. So go check them out if you're interested.
So the next day is fake, and for this one I didn't really want to go the route of going like a fake person or political because I know that the capitalism one was coming up. So I wanted to do something a little bit more surreal, I guess, and that's where I came in with this one. As soon as I saw the background and this couch, I just knew they belonged together, as you guys saw in the video of me making our piles of potential. And these I wasn't really sure if they were going to fit in, but I wanted to bring them with me anyways. I tried with them a couple times, I just wasn't sure if they're working, so I decided I wanted to create the piece first and then decide if they were going to fit in or not.
It's the day after I posted this one for fake, and I was looking for pieces within my pages for collage kits, and I found this, and I think the color works like so well. And I'm wondering, like, I was thinking like it needs something else, and these like kind of like purpley brown nails are kind of nice. Like, I wonder if this is something I add to it digitally. So I want to try that. Bear with me. And this is where I need AI. I wonder if this comes up a little bit. And then we have space for this hand to look like it's placing her in gently, like that.
As soon as I saw this hand with the background, I knew it was perfect. Having these rich orange undertones for the landscape, and then having the like dark purple nails and the brown couch, which also has this undertone of purple, just kind of felt like really perfect. And even having the gold watches kind of brings in those golden colors. Now, let me talk you through what we're doing here. So firstly, I've just cut out everything so that we have everything ready to go. I'm just trying to figure out where exactly the hand needs to go with the couch to make sure it looks like it's placing it into the set. This is all done with Photoshop, and I love to do Command T, which is Command Control. And then for the top, I wanted to try out using Content Aware before I did the AI. On the right, you can see just how terrible it is. It's just copying and pasting the house over and over again, and even when I tried to just do the floor, it wasn't working. So now I'm using the bar for the AI and just trying to generate something that looks a little bit normal. You can see in my description bar, I put desert hillside, and I think the first one and the last one is definitely closer to what we're looking for. Now I need to make it look like she's being pinched, so I've cut off the thumb and I'm placing it behind the couch, so it looks like she's squeezing the couch with her thumb and index finger. I'm now just going to go in with the eraser tool and erase some of these little extra pieces that don't have to be there on the nails. I did a really rough job on bringing these over. You can see it in them, so I just kind of took my little eraser and touched up the little angles. Since the AI showed the top of the mountain-ish, I was like, why don't we just finish it off and have a little sunset? So I typed in peach sunset over the desert, and this is what I got, which is definitely not peach. But the second one looked pretty good. So I decided to use that one. I really didn't like the color, so I had a solution to that. And so I copied the top part, and then I went to adjustments, hue and saturation, and decided to play around with the hues and saturations. I landed on a soft peachy feel, which is what I was looking for in the first place. I chose this color because I wanted it to blend with the foreground and everything else, making the woman pop in the chair. She is our focal point after all with the hand.
It's the next day, and this one is mythical. This is one that I have worked on for a little bit and just kind of never finished. The idea was that I was going to be using like TVs, but I wonder if there's like a better thing to go with like these people. On its own, it looks pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with this piece. I just looked through everything on my desk and I really don't have anything else for this one. I think this in itself is mythical. Like, I could post this and it would be fine. But this is just like, there's nothing to it. There's nothing interesting. It's just mythical. What else in our society can be talked about as mythical? Okay, I'm going back on my gut. And I think that what I'm going to do is keep it very simple. I want it just like this. And I had thought about this in my mind, but I didn't say it out loud, is I just think that maybe having like a like symbol above this person is all it needs to have. I guess it could be about like the myth of social media and being like perfect. For example, like this person is a goddess, everyone's staring, she's so perfect, but is she, you know, those types of things. So I guess I'll scan this in and just do it digitally. I looked through a whole bunch of stuff manually, but yeah, it's just not coming together. So I think that I'm okay to do that.
I always love when the finishing touch is just so simple, but this definitely did it for me, and I hope it did it for you as well. And let me use this as a perfect reminder to like this video. I know I started doing this thinking that every single week was going to be a very week-to-week thing, but I'm just going to show 3 pieces for this week, so let's do a recap on all of those pieces that we created. This one was quite time-consuming, but I feel like the messaging that I was trying to get across came off really strong, and I was really happy with the end result for it. It'll be fun to have it as a little decoration in my home versus having like a piece that I'll have to put in a frame. I've decided to call this piece Back to the Future. It reminds me of the movie, and that one's also very quirky, so I feel like they go together well. I hope you guys are enjoying Februllage as much as I am. If you're liking this series of videos, please remember to like and subscribe. As I said, I'm so close to 5,000 and I would love to do a giveaway for it, so help me get there. I'll see you guys next week.